Ain't nothing messy. You got the ball head connection.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, let me go jump on there, see what my man is doing.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming on early on mine.
Oh yeah. But I got hungry. So, and me and my daughter don't want to eat, so I had to go out and get her something to eat. If not for that, I would have stayed in there longer. And then when I
Oh,
came,
it's all good. It's all
we
good, man. Just
so,
presence is what counts.
yeah, I like
So
those strong topics. Those topics nobody want to talk about. The difference between men and women. I like to do things like that. What's up, Rizzy?
yeah, I do that on
Man,
I,
uh,
I do that on Clubhouse.
yeah, I'm on Club too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm by my real name though. Underscore. My real name is on Clubhouse. So
Okay. Yeah, my real name on Clubhouse too.
okay,
So
I'm gonna give you my Instagram. Anybody here, y'all can.
yeah, I'm on Instagram too. I got two Instagram accounts.
I got two Twitter
Um,
accounts. One Instagram. Anybody will get another Instagram so I can broadcast these things as well. I don't.
yeah. You can find me on Instagram if you follow _cream nation.
Okay.
That's my main one, and I also got one V Life. So I got two of them. Do
So since
different things, so I separate stuff.
since I yeah, let's do something like an interview. Tell the people about you. What are you trying to do on this app? What you been doing on other apps, and what apps are you on?
Okay, well, this app, what I'm trying to do is just connect with wrestling fans, and then everything always points back to Christ because Christ rules everything around me.
Hmm.
So just give them something, that's not raunchy. You get some of that old school feel too, because I'm from back in the day, so I got some of that old school feel. I'm a casual fan now, but I used to be, man. I used to eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling. But
I did
and I
too.
just got on that from another fellow. He was like, hey, he was on Periscope one night, and I was commenting in there. He said, "Hey man, let me invite you up to the stage, OG." So he invited me up. He was like, "Yo man, you need to So I was doing that show with him for a little while, and then he introduced me to Haps. So I said, you know what? I'll just continue that on Haps. Talk about, but in the morning, I do prayers and stuff like that in the morning. First thing in the morning. But as far as broadcasting, I just do that. Not just to have fun, man. Not even for monetizing anything. Like just to have fun.
Yeah,
You know.
it's important to have balance. That's
Yeah, so and that's why I do it because it's a release, man. I'll jump on there and just talk about wrestling. It's a release. Periscope was easier, and on Clubhouse, I'm just on there just to interact with people. To tell you the truth.
yeah. You know what? Houses with people that don't want to be seen. I guess it's their
Yeah.
voice. I'm on that. I'm on Studio. I'm on Swell. Actually, the lady Brandy, she brought me over here from Swell.
Okay. Never heard of Square Studio, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically just Twitter. And I had been on Twitter, but I didn't like Twitter, but dealing with the young fella that had me doing the wrestling show with him, he was like, "Yo, man, you got to be on Twitter." So I jumped on Twitter, So I'm OG 24/7, 365 on Twitter, and I pretty much
What's
Brian on Twitter with me. Brian be on my shows sometimes.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I was on. I'm on all of them. They can't.
yeah,
They ain't on. Uh,
and I don't do it on the. I'm like you. I want to do everything on my phone. I don't like putting a bunch of stuff on my computer.
no, see, basically, my iPad is for movies and business.
hmm
I have a lot of stuff on my phone that's also business because I buy a lot of room. And I got two phone numbers, one phone and two numbers. One is a business number and one's a personal
Right,
number, but it's connect to one phone. You know.
right.
But
I
yeah,
got to get another iPad because that's what I was gonna get another iPad for Clubhouse and Haps, and then you can do some stuff on your phone and on your iPad at the same time. But I just didn't want to download it on my Mac. But that's just me.
no, I mean, she said it's a website. No, it's actually I had to down.
Oh, okay, it's a website. Okay,
I had to download it on my iPad. It's no website. It's just mine's just like the phone. The one that I got, or when I pull it up, it'll just like the phone. Or maybe I need not to go into the App Store. Maybe I need to go into Google and do it that way. Maybe it's different. Maybe I try that.
What's the website? Haps.com or something?
Yeah. See. So I had to download it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think she's right though. It's because
Right.
our iPhone and iPad are pretty much the same. Oh, it's Haps TV.
Let me see. Let me go on the Safari.
Yeah, I'm with you right now. Let me turn this side here and see what they talking about, man. See what we got going on here. Let me see if I can find that.
As soon as I type down, you got to log in with your email. I don't even know if I got my email connected to Haps.
Yeah, I got one of my emails. I don't think it's my business email. I think it's
Oh, word. There we go right there. Takara mentioned you. You don't download it. Can y'all see?
no,
Can
I
you
can't
see
see
me?
it. I see you, but I don't see what you're showing us. What you're showing us? Oh, you're not showing us anything?
Oh, but you can see me from the. I'm gonna see if I can see you from the computer. I'm gonna get off of this and I'll see if I can.
Okay. Okay, now, Takara told me that since I already invited him, that he can pop in anytime he wanted since he's already invited. Anybody down there that want to come up here, because I think you get what, like 6 people, 8 people up in here. We can go and test this thing out. I never, had that many people in here. Oh, you can get 8. I never had that many. Most that I had is 1. So, you there? Well, come on up here then. Let me see how I get you in here. Uh, okay, hold on just a minute. I think I spelled your name wrong. Okay, I have to put in. Okay, hold on, let me see. Uh, Hold on, Brian. Okay, gotcha. I got you, Brian. Okay, I got you. I think you'll be up here pretty soon. It's fast if you click on the comments and then click and oh, really? Click on the comments. Click on the comments.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Click on the comments and then what? It says present on screen. Is that it? Oh, invite user. I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you on that. That's a whole lot easier. Yeah, what's up, Brian? How's that going, man?
It's going good, man. Just a hot day in Texas.
Yeah, Texas, I heard, is a different type of heat.
Well, because we're in the Gulf of Mexico, so it's all warm water, so all that humidity is like bringing it in.
I don't know. I think my allergies might do something to my allergies there. But I want to go to Texas. I really want to visit there.
Yeah, Texas is cool. It's awesome. Yeah, it was just like today because we're the company I work for, where we're renting the building, like the landlord was like saying, "Hey, we found another buyer. We have till the end of Friday." So yesterday and today it was just getting all the office stuff moved out into the storage. We have like a new location, but it's not finalized just yet. So so for right now, it's just everything's gonna be up in storage, and then I'm gonna be working at our sister location and do my job, my duties out there. But yeah, so it's just a lot of heavy lifting. No big deal.
So it's been a hectic day for you. In other words,
I mean, I'm used to it, man. I'm used to the grind.
man. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I fix machines, right? That's what I'm doing. Rapid response. I'm the first one on the scene. So we didn't have enough people today. So they didn't ask me. We didn't flip a coin. We didn't draw no sticks or anything. They just put me on the machine. You know.
Wow.
And then they told me fit me some line, which I didn't believe anyway. You're only going to be on there for maybe 6 hours or 3 hours. I ended up being on there the whole 12 hours that I worked. I hadn't ran a machine and I don't know when, because that's not my job, you know.
Right.
But because the other people that was there, they had more seniority and they knew more than I did about certain machines that were up, that they felt like I was a better deal to be running it, and I didn't feel that way.
Well, you're the right guy.
Well, I mean, it was a struggle, because here's the thing: when you fix machines and you do have to run a machine, they expect for you to do both sometimes, fix it and run it, and that's the tiresome part.
Yeah, because you got to make sure if there is bearings, make sure you have all the bearings. Is it greased? Then you got to do a pressure test.
Yeah, I mean, it get crazy sometimes, man.
Yeah, yeah. I think G's pop wanted to pop back on.
Yeah, I thought that once I add them to car, told me that they can just come on up anytime they want
Oh, he can't jump on the computer unless he uses Chrome.
to.
I'm using Microsoft Edge.
So, what is the best way to get this app? Because Takara and Patricia did a tutorial the other day, and the things that Patricia was doing on this app right here made me want to get right then, you know. But then,
Uh,
man, I couldn't do none of those things, and I was,
yeah, I'm just using my computer.
you have a Mac and use. So, how do it look? Is it any? You tell any difference?
No. Yeah, Takara. Yes, Your Grace. Yeah, it's better if you just because like with a laptop or a computer, you just have a stronger bandwidth. I don't have a landline or anything, but I'm like hooked up to a Bluetooth. I have a Wi-Fi and a Bluetooth card.
Mm.
So whenever I'm not using my wired headset, then I just like switch over to my Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, I have a Bluetooth that I use, and then I have a cordless that I use sometimes as well. I'm just trying to nail that. I've been doing this, like I said, for 6 years, going on 7 years, off and on different apps. And I have my own agency, well, co-agency on another app where we make like $500 a month. But like I said, I can't bring those people over here because this is not the type of broadcast app that, or
Yeah,
So I wouldn't ask them unless I knew that they're going to be able to abide by the rules here, at least fit in.
right.
So I wouldn't ask them to come over here. So I'm basically over here by myself. You know what I'm saying? I no agency or nothing. I don't have my agency necklace on today. Normally you see me with it on. I don't have
Yeah,
it. I don't have it on today. I'm me, Mr. Extra Entertainer today. I don't rap no agency today. No nothing, just me.
nice.
But what's your plans for the night? I mean, it's getting late though. What is?
My only plan. Well, my plans for tonight. I'm just gonna just kind of relax. It's just been two busy days back to back. It's kind of like just really let the body rest, and then I was down to play some Uno, but somebody kind of backed out, not mentioning any names. But I'm still the offer's still on the table. But other than that, man, I'm just gonna just chill.
Yeah, you know.
I went ahead and gave in on that HBO Max. So
Oh, you gave in on it?
I gave in on the HBO Max, and on Sunday I just like spent all day watching like the update, the Justice League, and then I was watching Mortal Kombat,
Yes.
Godzilla versus Kong, and then watching Words Matter. It's not backing out when the person wasn't told about it. Well.
You think that G? Why you think that G? Why you think this?
Oh, yeah. Well, G deals with a different service, and like I'm just off of a shared network, so that's why I did what I did.
Yeah, I'm with you. My niece gave me information, so I share. She pays it. I just it's from it. So that's the only reason why I'm on it, G. I'm not putting no money in it. You know. Um, mm. and then I gotta look at Godzilla. I hadn't seen Godzilla yet, but I'm gonna look.
I haven't seen any of the Godzillas. I haven't seen any of the Kongs until my best friend was telling me about it. He's like, "Yeah, just watch Godzilla versus Kong." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, they then had quite a few movies out under both of them. I think one of them I didn't really like. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, they're pretty cool. They have a meaning to it. You gotta look at it. Even though it's Lance, I think it was Godzilla movie. It was more spiritual because it was like this light. Well, you haven't seen it, so I ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you see it first, then we'll talk about it. You know.
yeah. I just because there's just some movies that I just feel that you just should just leave alone. Leave it alone. I mean, I know with technology and more people are becoming more creative story writers now, so I get it. But on certain stories or certain movies, just leave it alone.
Yeah, I feel you because Coming to America too to me was trash.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that was the only thing because I was like, man, because the cancel culture and all the social justice warriors be like, "Arr!" That's why I'm just happy that it came out when it did for the first one and just leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't know. It was supposed to be a comedy, and I didn't laugh one time. It wasn't. I don't know. It was missing a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, the only time I've ever laughed was when oh god, I forgot her name already. The queen, where she's all like, "I finally got a homie from the hood, and I can't even enjoy." So
You like Coming to America too? Really? The concept was kind of neat, that he had a son. But here's another thing. Where was that in the first one? We didn't see any of that in the first one. We didn't see him date her or be with her or anything in the first one. Is it-
but then apparently Simi like drugged him.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that'd be the only way it would make sense.
yeah. You're right. So they had to. I don't know. I don't know. And it's just like Black Panther. All right, the guy that can play the Black Panther now, they killed him. His cousin should be the next film. I mean, Black Panther, but they already killed him.
Yeah.
You know.
Or probably what they could have done, or just like maybe I don't know, find like kind of come up with a way to I don't know keep him alive, and then he got healed up himself with I don't know what nanotech. I have no idea, but I don't know. It's interesting how they're gonna do it. But I think like since with his passing, I think like most people will probably be turned off by it.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna have people that will be curious, but just let it play out.
But they said that the comic books, his sister take over. And
Yeah, because yeah, by rank, yeah.
yeah, that's what they said. G, that his sister take over. Now I'm looking at his sister from the movie, and she wasn't really all that strong. She didn't give me that vibe like Holly Berry did in Catwoman type thing. She was out there fighting and doing her thing,
Yeah.
but she just didn't have that vibe. Now, not saying that they can't make her into that person. You know,
Or it could be a girl. She was featured many a times. Not Michelle. What that from The Walking Dead, but the other one where she was in Captain America: Civil War, where she walks up to Black Widow saying, "Move or you will be moved." And she's been featured on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think she might be the next, because she's a warrior of the Dora Milaje.
yeah, yeah,
So it could go that route. I mean, it'd be interesting because like in the Falcon and Winter Soldier,
yeah.
like she really brings the pain. So
Yeah, I'm behind on that. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta look that up and look at that because I'm behind on those series. I only got to episode 3 where they got the new Captain America and he trying to call the shots.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're only three in, three to go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get back into that again. Yeah, Black Light. I love the Black Lightning series. His daughters are they're bad with their powers. They're easy on the eyes too, but they're bad with their powers.
I haven't seen that, but Black Lightning. What's that about?
Black Lightning is about this guy who he got his powers. How did he get his powers? I can't remember how he got his powers, but he's a school principal, And that's where he started off, and he got kids, and found out his kids got powers, and they be helping the community. Basically, I mean, it's a whole lot. You have to look at it. To be honest, because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but you'll like it if you like X-Men and you like stuff like that. You'll like Black Lightning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I finished watching WandaVision too.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's a different spin. I mean, because at first you're just kind of like, why? But then later in the series, then you're like, okay, got it.
Yeah, it had me really really messed up for minutes. Why is this in black and white? I never seen
Yeah,
this before.
yeah. But as you go deeper down the rabbit hole, then you're just like, okay, now I understand. Got it.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see what the new one's going to be. Also, they create the new ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Justice League was pretty good. I was very excited that they brought the black suit because that's
yeah.
how they followed up from the comics. Because after the comics, when Superman gets resurrected, he comes back in the black Superman suit.
Now, my thing is, why do everybody think that Superman is going to turn on the world? I mean, why that? I don't understand that. And in the movie, movie Lois and Lane, uh, the the guy come back in time and says Superman turns on the world, and then Batman he has pretty much the same dream towards the end of the Justice League where Superman turns on the world. So I mean, what is this? Is Superman actually going to turn his back on the world because of
Well,
what?
I guess because from what I understand is that pretty much like how everything, like Lois Lane was everything to him,
Mhm.
and so it's just when Lois Lane, I don't know, presumptively dies or gets killed, then Superman didn't know how to, pretty much thinking like everybody was against him, and then he just kind of just went rogue.
Oh wow, I didn't know
But
that.
how they're gonna make that convincing? That's a challenge.
And who's going to stop him? That's the other thing,
Yeah.
because when they brought him back to life on on Justice League, that showed people exactly how strong Superman really is. Now I
Yeah.
always Superman was strong, and I've been watching MMA. I like that One Punch guy. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
The One Punch guy.
Yeah, this is One Punch. He's from MMA. It's MMA cartoon. One Punch guy.
Oh, wow. I'm not familiar with it.
Well, I always wanted to see him and Superman get together, and fight each other. You know,
Hmm.
Batman's the only superhero that can stop. How is Batman? Batman don't even have no powers. You
Oh,
know.
yeah, because if you watch Dawn of Justice, like Batman had like kryptonite
Yeah, I know
had
that.
kryptonite rounds. Yeah, that'd be the only way.
Yeah, Kryptonite's on. I heard him say, "I keep Kryptonite on me." I heard him say that in one series. I keep some Kryptonite on me, but I don't know. Yeah, Batman he does have a lot of gadgets and a lot of brains, so he's smart.
Which comes to the great which comes to the great debate where it's still kind of like 50-50, but who 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 is much better? Bruce Wayne Batman or Tony Stark Iron Man?
Well, yeah.
Who's smarter? Because I mean, they're both smart, they're both rich, they both have their creative outfits.
I
All
don't know.
right, all right. G says Batman.
I'm gonna. I said Tony Sparks is smarter. To me, the way he carry himself and the way that he talk is smarter. Batman is sort of. Well, yeah, Batman do have Alfred, but you forgot that
Jarvis.
Jarvis, yeah, he got Jarvis a computer. Well, Jarvis is not a computer. Well, yeah, he is still a computer. He just a human. Well, you can see him now.
Yeah, and also too at that same point, it's like I don't know. I see him as both equal because the only advantage that Tony Stark will have is with the Iron Man suit, you could fly.
Yeah.
That'd be the only advantage. But other than that, as far as like weaponry and resources, it's just down the middle.
Yeah. But the Tony Stark, he can fly into space though. I don't think Batman can touch space.
No, he can't. He can't fly into space. He could fly to close to the atmosphere, but then after that, like all the gravity and it'll shut down and everything will like malfunction. Then he'll go in a dead spin.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tanks and planes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has separate stuff, but Iron Man's all in one.
yeah. And on top of that, he makes his own stuff. Tony Stark makes and designs his own stuff. Batman have to have somebody else to make it.
Yeah. Now, as far as like hand-to-hand combat, that goes to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Batman got it when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. He
Yeah.
can't fight really. He can't really fight, but he got the brains. And then, what do you think about this new Hulk? I don't like the new Hulk.
Like She-Hulk or
No, I'm talking about the brains part of Hulk. I mean, it's good that he's smart.
yeah.
He's not.
I'm cool with it.
I want him to be, but see, I would, if he was like the Beast. The Beast is smart, but yet he get aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm Hulk being aggressive, and this Hulk, he seemed timid.
Yeah.
He's smart, but he's timid. I like the more aggressive Hulk.
Right.
Hulk's bad. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great movie though, Jay. I gotta admit to you, man, the Dark Knight, the movie, it was great. And the Joker really played his part, man. I didn't really know how crazy the Joker was until I saw him in that movie. The Joker,
he gets more cynical, more maniacal, just out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of funny because like G on Twitter, G took a photo and the type of mask he was having, and the way the photo came out, I saw Bane, and then when I showed it to him, he's like, "That's his dude," because he was like, Bane's coming out there, it's got like everything showing off, and he's got the mask and everything, and then G was doing the same thing, and that was the first thing I thought of was Bane.
So in your point, who is the all-time greatest bad guy?
All-time greatest bad guy, Joker, hands down.
Joker, hands down.
Because he's smart, crazy, and unpredictable.
Well, yeah, that's true. All right, now who you think got more money, Kingpin or Lex Luthor?
I would say Luthor. Because at least, like with Luthor, he controls a whole city. Kingpin just does Hell's Kitchen.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. He do only have a certain area. The Penguin? I don't know about the Penguin.
Yeah, but like Joker is he's just unpredictable.
Yeah, the Joker's crazy.
And then he'll like, and the thing about it is Joker really does the psychological mind game, because some of the stuff he'll say might be truth, some of the stuff might be just off the wall, which is believable.
Yeah. I mean, he has a you can, how can I say it? The way that he act, you can almost understand the way that he does what he do, because the way he acts. Some villains, they do things and you try to figure that make no sense for them to do that. I don't know why they did that. That's not.
Yeah, but with Joker, he just comes right at you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If you had to be a superhero, who would you be, or what would you call yourself? What kind of power?
Golly, man. The only thing I could probably, like, superhero wise, I would have to go with, it's going to sound lame. Other people will be like, what? I mean, Telltale, yeah, me being growing up as a fan, I would say Superman, but in actuality, if I was just to be about the superhero deal, I would say Captain America.
Captain America? Why would you say Captain America?
Just mannerisms, how he carries himself, and then on top of that, just fights when he needs to. But he knows when to fight, when not to fight. But then other than that, it's just that he's very, I guess, grounded.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman's the same thing too, but it'd be like the easiest, just like if you ask a girl like, oh, if you had a superpower, what would it be? Like 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Second would probably be Batgirl or Catwoman, or Wanda. But it's not
Storm,
gonna,
good woman.
huh?
Storm's a good.
Well, I'm just saying, but like the easiest go-to answer would be like, oh yeah, Wonder Woman for a girl, and then for guys, be like, oh yeah, Superman or Hulk, or I mean, at first, I mean, it'd be like Juggernaut because I'm a fan of Juggernaut too, but then also I like Magneto
Yeah, Magneto's nice too.
because he's smart, and on top of that, like most of the stuff is made out of metal, like it's like kind of like Fantasia, with the mop, with the brooms, with the mop
Yeah.
buckets. Yeah, it would just be like Magneto would be like that with everything metal.
Yeah, I think because I got a lot of comic books. I got Daredevil comic books. I got a lot of Daredevil. So Daredevil is basically, I admire Daredevil because his ability, being blind and he's still fighting and jumping off of buildings, and where the average man that's blind or anything, they're gonna jump off a building, but he jump off of buildings like it ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it Loki and Magneto? Yeah, Loki just Loki just cracks me. I'm really intrigued when that series comes out.
Oh, when is it supposed to come out?
In a couple months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I want to see how Loki's going to turn out, and then like Magneto, I think Marvel's going to, now that Disney owns Fox and Marvel, and since Fox had the rights to X-Men, I think Disney could get Marvel Studios and just have them revamp the whole X-Men series.
Oh wow. Well, the X-Men supposed to be dead. The original X-Men are dead. All of them supposed to be dead now.
Yeah, but just have a different, not go by the timeline, but just go ahead and just create a whole new story.
Well, yeah, that would
Fresh
be nice.
faces, just revamp it, because just to be honest, I mean, last few X-Men were just kind of, I want my money back. But I have not seen Dark Phoenix, and I still get a lot of shit from everybody. Like, how have you not seen it? I'm like, I never thought about it. Because I mean, after Wolverine and watching all the, I was just kind of like, I didn't like how it was going.
Yeah, Wolverine, his power to heal that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some people will say that. I mean, like one of my friends said, like if he wanted to be a superhero, he probably would say Wolverine, because he said with the immune system, so it's like you can't die from a plague, can't die from the being shot or whatever, and so you just get shot and you're like, oh, okay, I heal.
Yeah, but there's quite other superheroes that can do that too. I can't think of them right off, but there are other superheroes that can heal. Flash, he can heal himself too.
Yeah.
And Flash, his biggest power is being fast, and that could be good, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, and then I mean, like for as far as like a special power, I would be cool just flying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. You know who my all-time greatest superhero is, and you're gonna say he's not a superhero, but I tell people all the time because I relate to him, and that's Hancock. I relate to Hancock. I always consider him like a superhero because I relate to him. Being locked up, domestic dispute, drinking. I can relate to all of that.
Yeah.
And then getting himself turned around. I relate to all that.
Yeah, another as far as like as a hero, not as a superhero, but just as a hero that I could probably relate to more. And I do, and I mean, I have some of his stuff too. The Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher is nice too. I do like the Punisher.
I mean, I can definitely relate to the Punisher because it's like I've experienced tragedy firsthand. I'm a gun owner. I mean, I never thought I'd be brought to that world, but it's just like the mindset of everything. It's like I understand it wholeheartedly. And then on top of that, he's very complex, and it's just at times I could be complex. So it's just like I can relate to that very, very easily. And the same thing with Daredevil. I can relate to him in some ways as well.
Oh yeah.
Captain
He talked
Caveman.
Louis and Captain Caveman.
Somebody even said Hong Kong Fu was racist. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this SJW BS, man. I was like, can we just be like 2 weeks free of all the social justice, all the cancel culture? I was like, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean, those were cartoon heroes that was funny. Like Underdog. Underdog was
Yeah.
back in the day.
But now people are complaining about Underdog because you gotta take a drug just to get the superpower. I'm like, oh no. And they're like, well, you got Popeye with spinach.
Yeah.
Hey kids, eat your spinach, be strong. It's like that's more of a positive message.
Yeah, and then you got Mighty Mouse who ate cheese in the supermarket. And
Yeah.
became,
Yeah, gee, dude, it's ridiculous of how screwed up everybody's logic nowadays. I even came across on YouTube. It was like Sky News Australia, to where a white girl said that grilling and barbecue is racist because it's stealing from like her rationale behind that. It's just kind of like we're really going down the rabbit hole in this one of lunacy.
Well, I mean, if you look hard enough with a magnifying glass, you'll find issues or something wrong with everything that you see or look at. If you look hard enough.
Yeah, even somebody said like even peanut butter and jelly was considered racist because only the privileged people got to eat it. I mean, exactly. Explain that rationale to me. I mean, I don't. I can't. It's hard to wrap around. It's like, look, bologna and cheese, peanut butter jelly sandwich, Totino's pizza, Frito pie. That's poverty budget. That's a poverty diet right there. Broke people. I don't understand how that could be considered racist. I mean, hell, ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. I just said, yeah, oodles and noodles. You're right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, all right, G. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. You could be like, bruh. It's just
That's crazy. That's crazy what people think. People got their own ideas and their own perspective.
yeah. I mean, on another podcast that G and we both know. I mean, like he and I talked about it, and it was just like I said, the insane thing. I mean, I know it's a dark, it's a touchy, sensitive subject. I get it, but at the same time, what stays quiet does not get solved.
That's true. You gotta let them know. It's like having an issue with someone. If you never tell them what the issue you have, they won't never know. They'll keep doing they keep doing it. They don't know it's bothering you. They don't know if it's aggravating you or frustrating you because they don't know.
Yeah, because everybody's just kind of like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I don't know how they're gonna react to whatever decision I make. Yeah, bologna, spam, potty meat. Yeah. Hey, I made spam fried rice.
I don't eat none of that stuff, man. I didn't eat enough of that stuff when I was, younger that it don't even taste right. Then.
Yeah, my sister gave me crap about that. She's like, really, spam fried rice? I went, okay, you're gonna loan me the money to buy the stuff for fried rice? I got everything else except the meat, and all I have is spam. Yeah, I'm gonna make spam fried rice. I'm like, you don't knock the Filipinos for adding hot dog to their spaghetti and meatball to their spaghetti.
Me neither, G. Like I said, I don't lost taste for. I don't eat sardines. I don't eat none of that stuff like that no more.
Oh, speaking of which, okay, so you may not know, but like G does his own spices, and it's called G Spice, and I forgot to tell this to G, but last Sunday I smoked some turkey thighs, so I did one turkey thigh, just regular salt, pepper, garlic, and then on the second one I did salt and pepper, and then his spice, and I smoked it for about a good 4 to 5 hours.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm about to see what the spice that he talking about all about. See what it is.
Yeah. That I forgot to tell you that, OG. It's like I took a photo. I posted the pictures on my timeline because you saw
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I did one regular seasoning and then I did one with the G spice. So I was like, let me have both. Let me have both.
There you go.
I did one regular seasoning and then I did one with the G spice. So I was like, let me have both. Let me have both. There we go. I did one regular seasoning and then I did one with the G spice. So I was like, let me have we got the echo. There we go.
Let me get out the computer.
We get the echo. There we go.
Yeah.
Let me get out the computer.
Yeah, you got to inbox me that.
We get the echo. There we go.
Word up. Hit me on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give me some of that, man.
OG247365. Hit me up on Twitter.
Okay. OG. I think I seen you though on Twitter.
I'm all over.
Yeah, I seen. I think I might be your friend already on Twitter.
We might be.
I don't know.
But you're not on mine.
Yeah, I got
You're not on my Twitter. It's okay. Takara's not on mine, but I'm not giving her grief.
Yeah,
Takara on my Twitter.
If Takara's on your Twitter?
I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, Takara. Oh.
Still in here. Takara's still in here. Because I believe we done.
See? Nope. Yeah. See, I'm not that cool for Takara, so.
She won't even come up here with me. I've been trying to get Takara to come up here with me and just broadcast with me. But she likes to stay in the comments when I broadcast. But anyway, I'm glad I thought she was gone. I'm glad.
Well, you got the bro show today.
Yeah, it seemed like that. We started talking about, I guess the ladies left some of Takara.
Nobody answered your question.
Nobody answered my question.
Can we be ourselves? And my answer to that is, in today's world and the screwed up society that we live in, I would probably say no, because we don't want to step on anybody's toes.
But where did that make you stand? If you can't be yourself, how's it gonna make you feel?
It'd be annoying. I mean, I have to. I mean, pretty much, I'm taking the approach that my best friend told me. He's like, just be a chameleon, because if certain around people are this type of way, you just blend in. Carry a conversation that way, but still in the same process, don't get them all confused. But it's just like, hey, because some people are sensitive about certain things, some people are not. So you just got to know when to pick your spots.
That's true. I learned from doing network marketing. I learned how to redirect the question or direct.
Yeah, I never knew that the English language could be dissected and broken up, because I have a book that I think I still have it, but where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So I didn't even know that this was a thing until a friend of mine referred it to me, but it's called Conversationally Speaking. So apparently I did not know simple basic English could be dissected. I never knew what an open-ended question was. Because they're like, oh, that's an open. They're like, oh, it's an open-ended invite. I'm like, wait, what?
Questions I always ask.
Yeah, so
keep conversation going.
Yeah, so I'm new to that, so it's like I went ahead and started reading that, and yeah. But even like the simplest of things, I try to keep it as simple as possible, and that still gets taken out of context. So it's just like, all right, well, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, and
man, I'm too old to worry about that stuff. It is what it is. Take it. Yeah, I'm OG247365. I'm gonna be me.
And so what you gotta realize sometimes is the way you direct your voice. Your voice. I can tell you, shut up. And but you see how low I said it sounds like I didn't mean it. Or I can say, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Then it sound
Yeah.
aggressive, and
Right.
you might get offended because it was aggressive. But if I say the exact same thing in a mild tempo, you might be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go
Like,
in and fine.
yeah.
Or
But
you
if
can say like Brian, oh shut up.
Yeah. Takar does that from time to time to me. So I'm used to it.
Like that little Richard, shut up.
Shut up. Watch in 3, 2, 1. She's gonna say something. but yeah, I mean, it's just even. I mean, I don't know. It's just I guess yeah, the tone, the approach, all that could be taken into consideration. But then also too, even though you would say something with the best of intent, can still be taken out of context.
oh yeah, it's true.
That's true because people are people and they interpret things the way they want to interpret them. So it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. Because right now my sister is pretty much like I'm dead to my sister now, so it's whatever. I don't care.
Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. And it goes back to the question I said all week. How do you change one's perspective of you once they made up their mind? Which you
The
Okay.
you can't. It's all up to them because I just had a recent falling out with a friend of mine who I've known for over 20 years, but it's just that he like with his profession and my profession and just like likes and interests, we've drifted apart. And you know, I'm pretty much to where I just want to just live my life and just chill. I'm tired of, you know, because for him, it's like he has to live up to a certain standard because, you know, with his type of profession. And he's like, yeah, man, you got to be this, you got to do that, you got to do that. And I just said, I'm just going to live, dude. You know, I'm just going to go. I'm not, I lived before, like in my medical field career. I ate, slept, breathed, bled, blood, sweat, and tears for that. And and now look what I'm doing now. I'm a coordinator for office coordinator for a moving company. So it's just kind of, it's just I dedicated and I got burned out by it. And but like with my friend, I mean, I understand his mindset because it's just like now that he's a managing partner that he's got to be a certain standard. And I keep telling him like you can still be yourself. And that, I mean, I was like, when you're on the clock, yeah, be that guy. But when you're off the clock, dude, just be you.
yeah.
And he's so wrapped up into it that he really can't pull apart.
Mm.
And that's where we're always butting heads. We're always having conflicting ideas. He, you know, he sees things a certain way. I saw it different. I try to be rational. And then my best friend, like he's like the voice of reason. And even my best friend's like, yeah, it's like it's back and forth with you two, and it's just like he goes, man, I'll just call it a day, and I'm like, and I did, and I was like, I can't deal with the headache anymore. I can't, like when I'm around him, I couldn't even be me. It was just like every time I'm around him, we're in public, I'm quiet, and I'm a pretty sociable guy.
Yeah, that's you know, and that's the question I ask a lot of people all the time. They always get the same answer. You can't. Once someone precedes you some way, it is really hard if you can ever change their mind. You know, we like to think that we change, but in reality, we don't believe people change.
Yeah, and then you really have to think about it. It's
Right.
like if they have the issue, then that's their problem.
Yeah.
So if they want to
Exactly.
fix the problem, then they would have to take the initiative to make it right. Not just because of the society we live in and everything else going on in the world, you know. I mean, I just want to just like for me, like I want to do my job, get out. I don't like talking about my job. I know sometimes with certain around people, it does come out like I would talk about my job, but then I was like, whoa, I don't want to do that. I want to talk about other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to talk about other stuff, but you know, but it's just, I guess the way we are, like now versus then, because then you could just do your job, go home, talk about sports or whatever. But now with today's society, it's like, oh, this and what's going on in Hollywood, what's going on in politics, what's going on in this. And then if you have a difference of opinion, now you're like an antichrist, you're the devil.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, and I've done many scopes about this topic, and I know it's a sensitive I know it's sensitive, but the only thing I'm asking is like just listen with an open mind.
Yeah.
Word up. Well, bros, this been grand. I gotta go take a shower, get some protein in me, and go to bed. I gotta get up about 4:45.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off probably in a few minutes myself.
Yeah. But I appreciate you bringing me up, man, and let me talk a little bit.
Anytime, man. You know,
Word up. Word up.
I'm used to this
Go
app.
Texans.
Go who?
Texans.
Man, you know I'm a Redskin fan. Yeah. Well, Washington football team fan for you SJWs.
Yeah, the Washington football team. Dun,
Hey, I
dun,
like
dun.
the name.
Yeah, I'm a Carolina
It
Panther,
grew on me.
and I'm
So don't change it.
I'm a Lakers fan when it comes to basketball, women and men.
Down with the Lakers. I
Yeah.
grew up loving the Lakers, so it was either the Lakers or the Celtics growing up, you know, or the Sixers. So you had to pick one of them, and I picked the Lakers.
I picked the Lakers too, man. I've been ever since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Exactly. We go back to the same.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm born and bred Houstonian, I root for the Spurs.
Oh, the Spurs
Well,
would be good back in the day.
yeah. Then when they had the Iceman, George.
Didn't they have Charles Barkley at one time too?
That was the
So
Rockets.
basketball was basketball. You
That
know?
was Rockets. Yeah. No, like with the Spurs, you had David Robinson, and then you had
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, and then you had Ginobili, and
Nah, I like the Rockets when they had Raph Sims.
Oh man, really? You remember that?
Yeah, Raph was in my brother's wedding. He was my brother's best man.
Really from Virginia, wasn't he?
I met Clyde Drexler right after the NBA All-Star game when they had it up in New Orleans.
Mm.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, Raph was my dude, man. We still talk to this day. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
We call him Stick.
Stick?
Yeah.
He really ain't got no weight to him with the last time I saw him.
Yeah. And look, it's funny. My brother is like 5'8", 5'9", and Raph is 7'4", and they was like this.
Yeah. 5'8.5" myself, so I understand.
Yeah, it was funny seeing him in that wedding, standing up against him as the best man. But I got, matter of fact, I got a picture of him, Raph, and Sam the Beast from the East.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Remember him too.
Yeah, so yeah, Sam the Beast. That's my. I used to DJ with him.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, there was some good basketball players back in it. Not saying the ones now are not good, but there was some real good basketball players back in there. Clyde Drexler.
Oh yeah.
I had a pair of Olajuwons.
Yeah.
The Spaldings.
I had the Magic Johnson blacktops.
Nice. Yeah, I think
the ones that you pump up.
Oh, the Reebok pump. Yeah, I mean the only like popular shoes I had.
The Magic Johnson, the Converse blacktops that he had. Them shoes was heavy.
Yeah, I had like the Olajuwons, and then I had like the Larry Johnson, and then I had the Griffey Jr., and then later down the road I had the Michael Vick.
Oh wow.
Oh no, I had Gary Payton's shoe, the glove.
Man,
the one with the one where you type the laces, then you zip it up in the middle, and it looks like a space shoe. Yeah, I had a pair of Gary Payton's.
Wow.
Glove turned out to be a mitten.
I get screwed all the time, man. I had some Nikes and
well, we know we had Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor's.
I had a pair of Chuck Taylor.
I had some Carl Malone's, not Carl Malone's. What is those things?
And Charles Barkley.
They were boots.
I was teased as the poor kid in 5th grade because everybody had Fila and I was the only kid in school that had Chuck Taylor. Like poor kid.
Now they all buying Chuck Taylor. Crazy.
Chuck Taylor's in Vans.
Yeah.
And I had like the Converse One Star in middle school. I was like rocking those because like the group I was hanging out with, like one guy had Chuck Taylor, one guy had Vans, one guy had Airwalks, one had the Adidas, the soccer looking shoe.
Yeah, Adidas was pretty cool too. I had them with the fat strings in it, and then I put some taps on the end of them. You know, which was crazy to me. Why would you want to walk down the hall with taps on in school, but We're all doing it. So
Yeah. And I remember one time, like I like the principal asked me because I was wearing like the one star that was suede. They're blue suede, and he thought, "Oh, so you're one of them, huh?" And I'm like, "One of who?" And they're like, "Oh, you're one of them Crip, the Crips." I just went, "How can I be a Crip if I'm wearing blue suede Chuck Taylor one star? I'm wearing jeans with a hole in my knee. I'm wearing a chain. I have a chain wallet, and I'm wearing a Rock Band T-shirt. How am I a Crip?" That makes no damn sense to me. I'm like, I'm not wearing Dickie pants. I'm not wearing white Chuck Taylors.
yeah, yeah,
And on top of that, it's like they wear a solid color T-shirt.
yeah, they do. Yeah,
So how am I a Crip when I'm the whole 180?
people. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
People.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I know I pass for Hispanic, but come on, guys.
Yeah, people. Like I said, people got their own perspective of you, whether it's their first impression or is after you talk to them, and it's hard to change it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like, yeah, they're gonna judge by the look of a first impression, and
Yeah,
then I guess after talking and hanging out with them, like, oh, he's not as bad as I thought,
true.
or she's not as bad as I thought. But I mean, I know, like there are going to be some differences of opinion. There's going to be, but I know now like tensions are high right now. But I mean, I think it's just if people could just actually just sit down, turn off the phone, and actually have like a good, legitimate conversation. Wow, look how many avenues you can open up.
That's true. I mean, that's what they used to do back. I said one time on broadcast that we all go in the living room now, like we used to, and we used to talk when we go to the living room and watch TV together. But now everybody's in the living room and we all on our phones doing separate.
Hmm.
We might be together, but we're not communicating. We're not saying nothing. We just on our phones doing our own thing or in our own rooms. I do this myself. I want something for my kids. Instead of me going out there, I'll text it to them. Hey,
Yeah.
can you give me that? Could you do that? Instead of me, hey, we're right in the same house.
You know what's really annoying though? How how everybody is so dialed into Facebook and Instagram. And this was probably one of the main reasons why I permanently deleted my Instagram. I permanently deleted my Facebook and everything. There's okay, out of all the people that was on my roster, I would probably say a good little over a quarter to a half people who I actually know, people who I've gone to school with, people I used to work with, people who I grew up with, girls I used to date. Um, they all have my number. They all know where I live.
True, true.
Why in the hell are you just going to go ahead and post or like send me a Facebook Messenger saying happy birthday or post it on my page? It's like I hardly ever go on my Facebook. Why? I'm not going to see it. I'll get the alert, but I don't want to see it. It's like, can you call me or
Yeah.
text me, tell me happy birthday? That seems more personal, but that would really annoyed me. Like as soon as I saw that, and I replied back going, "Well, a simple phone call would be better."
I mean, that's true. That's true. I agree with you. I got people who contact me on Facebook and they got my number. They got other ways to reach me, but they hit me on Facebook. And I'm
Hmm.
just call me. I mean, ain't like you don't have my number. Just call me.
Yeah, it's cool that like there's WhatsApp, there's Snapchat, because on my travels I meet other people from around, and that's the only way that they could have contact through Skype or WhatsApp. Hey, it's cool. It's some type of contact, and we message here and there because we all know like some internet providers are better than others, and
True, true. Yeah, I understand that, and I love the video chat. I love the video chat and broadcast. What I like to do, I'll talk on the phone. Very little. I text. Now I like to text when I just want to say something. I don't want to be bothered really. Uh,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I can go on by my business. But if I video chat with you, then mean I want to be bothered. I want to talk. I want to have a conversation. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's pretty much the same way. I want to talk. I want to, broadcast. But so I get that. Sometimes you're busy, but like I said, I don't know. That's to me.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and it's like you want to be yourself around people, but then at the same time, in the back of your mind, you're kind of doubting. Because I'm guilty of that wholeheartedly. It's just like, yeah, I want to go in and just kind of I just want to go ahead and just shoot from the hip.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, SJWs. Go ahead and just start talking, but at the same time, it's just sometimes my approach or whatever, they'll be like, oh, it's too aggressive or it's too much. So that's when it's just kind of like I just kind of wait till they ask me something and then I'll reply back. Or if I want to ask a question, I kind of like filter like what's the right words to say so that way it's not coming off in a different type of way to where they react a certain way. I don't know who thought simple English and a simple conversation could be so complex.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. Sometimes I think about what I say, really think about what I say before I say it. And sometimes I get in trouble mostly for telling the truth than anything, and I find it very strange that I can tell the truth and get the same result as someone lied. I
Yeah.
find it very strange, but it always happens like that. I mean, I give you an example, like when I'm in a relationship and they ask me a question, I tell them the truth about it, and they be like, you know what, most guys wouldn't say that, and most guys wouldn't do that, But I'm gonna have to leave you alone, okay? Don't call me, we're done, But I told you the truth, so I respect a different result because I told you the truth, but I get
Yeah.
the, pretty much the same result, And the thing about me is that if you ask me a question, I'm not gonna lead off with saying stuff, but if you ask me a question, I feel like I'm compelled to tell you the truth, So
Yeah.
So I tell you the truth because I feel like I have to tell you the truth, and then I get the same results.
Yeah, I even had some people ask me that, even like close friends, they would ask like, "Yeah, give me your honest opinion," and I would just have to be like, "You sure you want to go there?" I
Yeah.
kind of like I kind of give them like a little warning, like, "All right, if I give you my honest opinion, promise me you're not gonna go batshit crazy." Because already, again, like what I said earlier, I'm right now like the discussion that my sister and I had. I'm pretty much dead to her right now. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not sorry. I mean, I just called it out. It's like she's always coming at me with some type of deal, and then she always like, "What would you do?" or "What do you think I should do?" And then when I throw out a suggestion, I get pushback, and it's like, "Then why are you asking me?" And then when it came to like current events, I gave her my opinion, and she's like, "I thought you say that's something that a Trump supporter would say." And I just kind of went, "Oh dear God, we're really stuck on that shit." And I said, "You never," and pretty much what the last thing I said to her was like, "If you would stop, think, do your homework, you may have a better outcome of the whole situation, not just jumping in with the sheep."
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I know it's a sensitive subject, but it's like when people ask me on my opinion, I on certain things, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait till everything comes back, and then I'm gonna make my own idea, my own interpretation of it. But I'm not like soon as like headline, the clickbait comes out, I'm not gonna jump on it.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
So, but yeah, that's what I told her, and she just goes, "Whatever. That's just something what a Trump supporter would say." And I'm just going, "Oh God." Yeah, like my sister's like just IV'd up drinking the Democrat bullshit juice. So, and she even got on my case. She's like, "Why don't I vote Democrat anymore?" And I said, "Have you not been paying attention?" I was like, "I haven't voted Democrat since 2012." Because it's like I stopped because something didn't make sense. And then when I was asking questions about it, I was being told, "Shut up, just go along with it." I'm like, wait. How is this okay over here? But then over here, it's not. You
Yeah.
guys chastise the Republicans for this shit. But then when the Democrats do it, don't ask questions. It's
I mean,
so, I
all
mean, yeah. I
I
mean,
was
it's just
very, very. Uh, it's a very thin line when it comes to politics on both
Yeah.
sides. Both sides. You
And
know.
then that's when I said on the political ones that I do, I said, I'm comfortable being an independent voter. I don't belong to nobody. And if I decided not to ever vote again, hey, I'm cool being politically homeless. I don't care. I mean, I know Republicans have their issues, but we know we know what the Republicans are about. And this is like the best way I described it was, let me get one of my books here. Um, so to better explain, this is like the Republicans. See how thin that is?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they're about. You know what they do. This is how I see Democrats. Oh, we have this. Yeah, we get this covered. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. We have this. Yeah. It's just too much, and everybody jumps into that because they're like, well, they know my issues. Versus short, sweet, simple, complex, and catering and ass kissing.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of shit for that, but that's like the only best interpretation of how I could really describe on the political spectrum.
Yeah.
But
I don't do a lot of political stuff, because I don't follow the government really, with their
yeah,
regulations and stuff. People tell me on social media or friends, they tell me, "Well, did you know the government doing this? Did you know we were doing this? No, I didn't know. Because I try to keep myself in the eye of the storm. You know,
yeah,
peaceful in the eye of the storm. Even though there's chaos around me, there's trouble all around me. I try not to get sucked into it. Try to stay right there in the, you know.
yeah. I try to stay out of it, but in some ways I get sucked in. But I try to fight to stay out of it. But then it's like I still want to kind of be in the know of what's going on.
Yeah,
But I know a lot of times it gets sucked out of you. You're going to actually talk about it because with everything going on and you're trying to do your own analysis, and then it's like, well, I'm just going to talk about it.
yeah, yeah,
And whether people agree with you or people disagree with you, that's their personal discretion. But yeah, I know that's like a very touchy subject, especially with everything going on in the world, in the country right now. Um, but yeah, so I mean, because I think to your question of can we be ourselves, it's like yes, we can. I would say 30% yes, we can, but 70% no, because with everybody being on edge with whatever's going on in their lives, it's like you really kind of watch what you got to say around people.
yeah. You're right. You never know what a person's going through,
Yeah,
and never know what their trigger is or what the red flag is. And you could be, like I said, you could be doing something very harmless, but you remind them of somebody. You know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
and like relationships. I mean, it's like I can't. I mean, like for me, I struggled with it for a while. I'm at the point now. I'm at the point like I just damn if you do, damn if you don't, just go with it, because at first it was a real struggle with my past relationships, because every time whenever the breakup happens, just I always kind of go like, where did I go wrong? What could I have done better? I'm like my own worst critic,
Yeah,
and a lot of times I kind of overthink, but at the end of the day, then it's kind of like, okay, I know my strong suit and I know my weak suit, but I know what I can bring to be better.
true.
And to my past ex-girlfriends, I don't know if it's I like, I mean, sometimes I'll tell myself it's materialistic stuff because with social media, because a lot of my ex-girlfriends that followed me on Facebook, they're like four of them are my ex-girlfriends, and I think with the type of people who they followed, like, oh yeah, we're in Cabo, and oh, we're over here in Hawaii, oh, we're here in Greece, and they're just going, wow, they're having a blast, and we're going to Austin for the weekend. Yay. Or
Mhm.
we're going to Galveston. Yay. So I mean, I think that's one of the things, and I admit, like at that time, I did not make that much money, but at the same time, I lived in a nice area. I have a car. I had a pretty good, decent paying job. I held my own, and that's when I had to really think about it. If she can't respect me for that, then I don't need her, because
Yeah.
it never made sense to me how they could have that type of job and I'll help them out, support them, back them up. I'm always there for them. But then whenever I run into a snag,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that 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 was so confusing to me. And that was when it's just like whenever they would tell me what all they've been through, and then I try to do the exact opposite just to keep it, in my mind, I'm thinking to keep her happy. But even though I tried and I failed, and that's when I'm just kind of like at that point now, it's like I don't care. I'm just gonna go with it. If it goes, it goes. If it don't, it don't. I'm not gonna be hurt.
Mm.
Yeah, because I mean, after a while, it's kind of like you get tired of eating the same shit every day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean when it comes to that. I'm beginning. A lot of women might not like me when I say this. I'm beginning to think that women don't really know what they want. Because I've been in relationships when they said they wanted this, and it was me. It's my character. That's who I am. And then, oh, you're doing too much. Well, you say you want someone to give you attention. I'm giving you attention. You give me too much attention. You say you want someone that's going to color you. I'm color you now. Oh, get away from me. Why you always around me? Why you always holding me? Oh,
Yeah,
you say you want it, and this is my character. This is who I am, you know. But now it's too much. I think that the biggest issue sometimes is that we all need some me time.
yeah.
We need to get away from each other and just have some me time. And I think that would say relationships. You got people that move in with each other, marry each other, and they don't have no me time. They right up under each other all the time. And then during this pandemic, some of them not even working, so they're constantly around each other. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah. I mean, like this whole past year alone. I mean, I work for a moving company. I mean, when I was a mover and a driver, majority of the people who I moved are getting divorced or breakups, and it's like, wow. Yeah, we were married for 25 years. Oh yeah, we've been married 15 years. We've been married for like 40 some years. And now because of the whole pandemic, because some of the husbands had a very good paying job. I mean, like the houses I roll up in, I'm like, damn, this is a really nice house. But some got forced into early retirement, so they had to downsize because they couldn't swing it anymore. And even though like the house they found is a nice house, and to my eyes, it's still big,
mm,
but so pretty much you're just going from like a 3-story house, 8 bedrooms, to just a regular 1-story house with 3 bedrooms, but it's still spacious. It's like 2,000, like 2,100 square foot.
mm,
So okay, you go from 4,800 square foot to 2,200 square foot. Still, that a 2,200 square foot home is still big to me.
yeah, it is to
I
me too.
mean, I grew up in the apartment life. All I know is like apartment square footage.
Yeah,
But
I live in a house, but still, that's a lot of room.
yeah, but this whole pandemic alone, yeah, with a lot of breakups, I mean, it's really mind blowing. I'm like, wow. I thought marriage was for richer, for poorer, sickness and in health. I thought that was a vow,
Yeah,
but it's and again with everything going on in the world, it's kind of it it's not hard, but people make it hard to be in a relationship.
yeah, yeah. See, the thing about it, before the pandemic came, people was the outlet was to leave home. They had somewhere to go to work, and then they come back to their spouse. Everything cool, but staying right at home, they had no break. They had no outlet. They had nothing. They had to stay there with them, and it's driving some of them crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't be with him or her that much time. So work was helping them going out and working or hanging out, with the girls or with the boys, once a week was helping them. But now since all this happened, you can't really go nowhere or really do anything.
Yeah. And also too with this whole past with the whole past year, I mean, depression and suicide been on a high is on a high. And I say that because a girl who I become good friends with for 15 years back in February after Valentine's Day took her own life.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I thought, you know, and her and I were like we were really cool with each other, you know, like she'd always talk to me about anything. And I thought all the topics and discussions that we've had that, you know, I would be like a kind of like a rock that she could go to.
Mm.
Because she would see the things that I would go through. And I've been through the ringer like numerous of times. I've been through the mud. And she always wondered like how do I still keep going? And the only thing I told her is like, well, all I know I can do is fight.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, things may not be cool now, but it's like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, smooth seas never made a skilled sailor, right?
True. True.
So, but I just thought that with all the talks that we've had, like, you know, she could come to me, talk to me about anything, but then, you know, and what really affected me most was like the talks we had. And I talked to her 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks prior before she decided to take her life. And she was all happy, joyful. And she's like, yeah, you know, now I'm taking a break from school, but you know, like, yeah, you know, I was just wondering if we could hang out. And I said, and I always told her,
Mm-hmm.
you know where I'm at. I'm like, you always know where I'm at. Just come on over. The door's open.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling her that. And like, sometimes she'll take the invite, sometimes she won't. But every time when we would make a plan to go hang out, she'd always flake. So it's like, I gotten so used to it to where when I was told that she died, I was just like, wait, what? You know, and it just kind of like, damn, you know, it's like, I was like, did this whole year have a huge influence or what was really going on? One of my theories was that she was so like school driven, like school. And I told her, take a semester off, relax your brain, enjoy life for a while. But she's like, no, I got to do it. I got to do it because I want to get my doctorate in. And I think that was probably one of the biggest factors to where I think that where she cracked.
Mm.
But it's all speculation, but it's just my theory. But it's just like every single time when she would always call me like, hey, what are you up to? And I'm just going like, oh, I'm on my way to San Antonio for the weekend. And she's like, oh, it'd be nice I could go. And I'm like, and I keep telling her, it's not too late. I'm only 5 miles out of Houston. I could turn around. No, but I got to study. I got this going on. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people feel like even though you give them the invitation and they know that you're there for them, some people feel like they're better off trying to handle it on their own. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be that way. I mean, I understand wholeheartedly, but then at the same time, it's just kind of like you get so overwhelmed and you're just like, hey, hey, taxi, can I get a lift? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's just that, you know, that's what I was saying. It's just I think like with people nowadays, it's very complex.
Yeah. Sometimes, and this one I'm gonna start doing that. You know, when I feel or I discern that something's like that, I'm just gonna go to them. You know, I'm not gonna wait for them to come to me. I'm just gonna go to them. You know, go to the knock on the door and they either tell me come in or they won't answer. You know, but at least I feel like I tried. At least I feel like I did something. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because I mean, like with my friend, it was like, I'm like thinking all the talks we had. I'm like, what could I've done? What could I've done better?
yeah,
You know, but you know, people are gonna do, they're gonna do what they want. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's sad, it's tragic, and you
yeah,
know,
yeah. People can always do them, and I find out sometimes when talking to people, they already got the answer to the question. They just want someone to listen. Really.
yeah,
They already know what they're gonna do, what's on their mind to do it. It just sounds better when they hear it, when they not hear it, but when they say it out loud and someone else listening, it just sounds better to them, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, and I can say like my best remedy for all the shit that I've been through is like pretty much humor. I mean, comedy has been my drug of choice to be relieved. I mean, because it's like going through a crappy time. I throw on like Eddie Murphy Delirious, and I will laugh my ass off because that's still one of my favorite things to watch. I could watch Eddie Murphy Delirious. I could watch Coming to America. I could watch it like 180 times over, and I would never get tired of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like if I see something funny, that's like the best medicine. I mean, it's like I'm down in the dumps or I got something weighing on my mind. It's like I would either watch comedy or I'll take a drive or I'll just go out to Galveston or to a national park, turn off my phone and just lay down on a park bench and just kind of just absorb the nature energy, you know, just kind of clear my mind. But you know, I know people do have that strong mindset to do that type of thing, and then but others were just we're handcuffed.
That's a good word. That's a good word to use for it. You know, I go to the park myself from time to time and just sit out there with no mask on because it's one of the places you can go with no mask because it's so broad, you know. And normally when I go, there's really nobody there but me and the ducks. You know,
Yeah.
I look at the ducks, maybe feed the ducks, you know, and walk down there, look at the water move, you know, throw a rock in the water and, you know, and watch it move, take a few pictures, maybe even broadcast out there a little bit. And then I go on back
Yeah.
home, you know, but I feel better. You know,
And another cool thing, what I've noticed, but I haven't followed up with it since like the whole pandemic started because everybody's all isolation and kind of paranoid about being around each other or whatever. But before all that happened, there was like Meetup.com, and what Meetup.com, I know to some people automatically thinking, oh, it's a hookup site. No, it's not. Pretty much, it's a website to where you can meet people like in special interest groups. Like if you're a fan of photography, there's a photography group. If you're a fan of like co-ed sports, there's a group for that. If you're all into like, it's pretty much like a work, like just a meet and greet workshop kind of deal. And that was really cool because I was like, wow, there's a bowling club. No, no membership fee. Yeah. I'm going to go, I like bowling from time to time. I mean, you just have all these type of deals and you meet more and more people and versus like you're still because I know like a lot of us are kind of sheltered and then there's some of us that have a bigger cocoon, but so I mean I think stuff like the outlets like that is very helpful.
oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be like-minded people, and and that kind of makes you, and also too, it's like it's the whole thing. Like we want to be a part of a tribe. We want to all feel something like we could accomplish something. What can I bring to the table, and so it's a lot of that too. So
Yeah, we all want to be loved and belong to something. You know,
yeah,
so I do understand that. But Brian, I'm finna leave. I'm gonna say what I normally say at the end of every broadcast, and you can one of these days you'll probably say it with me. Remember, it's okay to be extra.